Yesterday ended up being another crap day in the crypto market. We ended up seeing some red for SHIB, for everything throughout the space as BTC was kind of crap in the bed and dragging everything down. But here we sit actually at these same prices we were at this time yesterday morning. And now we're waiting to see what today is going to bring. Are we going to see a similar movement by US money? Is the economic data, the jobs data that we're getting this morning going to cause some movement in the markets? But that isn't even the big story here. The big story is what happened with 1.4 trillion SHIB. This is the largest move we have seen in a while. How is this going to impact us? So if you guys are new or haven't already, show your support for the channel down below. Hit that subscribe button, that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yeah, yesterday was red. It sucked. SHIB actually closed the day down 3.4%. And the problem was, BTC was dragging everything down yesterday. We got an early dump in the day. Started right at about 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And you guys can see BTC actually crapped the bed all the way to 88.6. Right now, it's back up to 91.7 at the time of filming this video. And hopefully this is a little bit of a of an insight as to where the direction is going to head for the market today. I'm not saying that for sure because it seems like these, again, trading sessions cannot get in alignment with each other. If overseas money pumps the market, U.S. money dumps the market. If U.S. money pumps the market, overseas money dumps the market. It's super annoying. And right now, again, we're still just waiting for the market to get its feet under itself. But again, it continues to look very promising what SHIB is doing here. Everything right now is showing kind of a rounding formation. It looks like it's basically the drops are slowing down. It doesn't mean they can't accelerate or anything like that, right? But we're starting to see kind of this bottoming formation. We're seeing stochastic RSI start to flip here. We did actually get a bullish cross in terms of both BTC and Shiba Inu. So yes, right now, this is actually a bullish flip taking place. I wish this would have happened lower. I wish it would have happened in the oversold range. But the last several times we've gotten these crosses, they've actually been just above oversold. We're talking about the recovery bounce back here in early October, following obviously the largest liquidation event in crypto history. We're talking about a recovery bounce back here in the earlier part of November. So sometimes these have just a little bit less steam on them. So we'll have to watch and wait and see how that progresses. But yesterday we got back the FOMC meeting minutes, and the market actually recovered on this. It was kind of strange because I think the market basically got the dump out of the way earlier in the day and then recovered later because the Fed is very much split on their decision come for December, right? Now, here's the thing. We're getting some jobs data this morning. It's supposed to be the unemployment data. The market's going to react to this one way or the other. I don't know what it's going to be. I'm filming this again at about 6:25 in the morning or so. That data is coming out in about an hour. So by the time this video hits, we will have probably some movement in the market, and hopefully it's more green. Hopefully it's something that is going to force the Fed's hand to cut rates come this meeting in December, which I believe is concluding on December 10th. Now, that being said, we're still seeing some great things for SHIB. We have climbed to a new all-time high in terms of holders. Not really surprising. It seems like a lot of people are taking advantage of the opportunities we're seeing in the market. They're just continuing to round out their positions. We're seeing institutional money doing a little bit of addition on the BTC side, so that's all looking really good. BTC actually built a hammer candle yesterday, which is a bullish reversal candle. So maybe this is exactly what we needed to get that next big push. But something really significant happened for Shiba Inu over the last, we'll call it 36 hours or so. Actually, it's not even that long. It's more like 30 hours. We saw 1.4 trillion SHIB removed from exchanges. It doesn't look like a very big wick here, but it's a sizable wick. We actually dropped from 81.9, we'll call it 82 trillion SHIB, down to now 80,582 trillion SHIB. So this is a new all-time low in terms of available SHIB on supplies, or available SHIB on exchanges. And it's a very promising sign because, again, when SHIB is being removed from exchanges, it is people that are moving it into cold storage. It's people that are planning for the long term. If they're going to trade short term, they just leave it on exchanges. It's too much of a hassle. All right. So this is a pretty big deal because, again, the limited SHIB that is available in the market is becoming more and more and more limited as time progresses. Obviously, this has slowed down significantly throughout 2025. We're still very heavily down from early 2025. But what you're seeing is even as the market has been bad, even as SHIB has not been performing well, and I can say that, right? Not really much in the market has been performing well. People are still rounding out their positions. It's like we talked about, I think it was yesterday or the day before. Long-term holders are building their bags. They're taking advantage of these cheap bear market type prices that we hadn't seen since all the way back in late 2023 or maybe early 2024. So this is exactly what we want to see. It continues to move the right direction. And guys, there is not much SHIB available to go around. Remember, this equates to, or it had equated to, about 14% of the supply was available on exchanges. That's not a whole lot. That is in between both BTC and Ethereum. BTC at about 12%, Ethereum at about 15%. I need to go back and look at all these numbers and see if there's any revisions that need to be made there. But it's slowly but surely getting chipped away at. And then when demand hits again, how do we think price moves, right? If you have more demand than we saw back in basically March, February of 2024, but there's now half the available supply on the exchanges, you guys can figure out what that means in terms of price performance. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I appreciate you as always. Hopefully this back half of the week can really help the market just chill the hell out. That's really what we need right now, is people to stop panicking, to stop fear mongering, to quit just capitulating, right? We did get leverage liquidations, and hopefully the leverage just continues to stop and stop and stop, and we can see more spot accumulation. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.